Hey, thank you for checking out my video. This is a booster box opening for Flesh and Blood trading card game. It's a new game that just came out yesterday. This is their very first set. It's called Welcome to Rathe. This is part of their alpha print run. So these cards are just getting into stores now. At the end of this video, if it turns out that this is something you're interested in, definitely contact your local gaming store. Let them know about the game if they haven't heard of it. What they can do is contact Legend Story Studios to order some product from them so they can get it in for you and anyone else who winds up being interested in the game at your store. The reason I'm making this video is because it doesn't seem like there's too much information out there about the game, so I want to dedicate a channel that will be able to have some box openings, gameplay video, even talk about strategies. So I hope you guys wind up looking forward to that. If you want some information now about the game, the creators have done an awesome job at fabtcg.com putting out articles every weekday, and they give you some in-depth access to their thought process when designing the game. Also gives you some story information behind the characters, and it also lets you know what their plans are for things like rotation and collectability and rarity. So please check that out. It's a really, really good resource. But just to give you an idea of what's going to be in this box, we have those 24 packs. Each pack has, I believe, 16 cards in it. Those 16 cards are going to include a token card, 11 common cards, a rare card, and then there's going to be another slot that's either going to have a rare, a super rare, or majestic in it. The rarity of a super rare is about 1 in 6 packs, so hopefully we'll get about 4 of them in the box. And the majestic is 1 in 12 packs, so probably 2 in the box. We'll also get an equipment card and a premium foil. The premium foil card can be either a common, a rare, a super rare, or majestic. It can be any of those, so it gives us extra shots at those rarer cards. Plus, 1 per box, we're going to get an equipment foil. The equipment foil can be any of the regular equipments that we're getting in non-foil, but 1 in 4 boxes we will get a legendary equipment. That would be really awesome to pull. They're probably going to be the most sought after cards because of I imagine they're going to be highly playable. One of the cool things about them though is you only need 1. So unlike some of the other cards where you'll need 3 of them for your playset, if you get a legendary equipment card, that's all you'll ever need. So if you wind up getting a legendary equipment card for your favorite class of character, you're set, you don't have to worry about tracking it down. So it adds a little bit of collectability and a little bit of hunting for a card, but without it being totally debilitating and ruining your experience because you can't acquire enough of these things. So it seems like a pretty good balance to me. I want to basically just get into opening some packs. I'm probably not going to spend so much time on all of the common cards. We certainly can make videos where we go over those cards, but I'll probably show off some of the rares and the foils, just so you can see what this product's about. We'll discuss individual cards, probably more on another video. So let's crack into this thing. Right, so here we go. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, leave some notes in the comments, and I can definitely come back and answer them. This right here is the token card. The token is going to be a double-sided card. So this is a hero. So the heroes are going to be really easy to get because they're token cards, so you're not going to have to be chasing after those, and they're double-sided because let's say you're not actually playing that hero, you're going to be able to use this brute weapon. This is a brute weapon. It's a 2-handed weapon, which means that you would only be able to use the 1 weapon. But I'm not going to go too much into the rules of the game now, but that's what that looks like. I'm gonna flip this over. So here is a common card. The way you're gonna be able to tell that it's a common is this little C right here. We have the set number next to it, and we should have 11 of these. So I'm going to flip through them so you can see them. We are going to see some duplicate cards. And part of the reason is, well, we're going to get some of the same cards, but also because each of the commons and rare cards have 3 versions of the same card. Once we come across that, I will try to show that off. Oh, and here is the back of the card. Not bad looking. All right. Okay, so we actually hit our first foil. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 cards here. This is kind of a weird separation. These two are, they have the same name. This is what I was talking about, but this one pitches for 1. This one pitches for 3, and you'll see that the effect that they have is that this one gives +1 attack, this one gives +3 attack. So because it pitches for less, it gives you more attack. You can play 3 of each of these in your deck. So if you want 3 Nimbleism in your deck, you're able to do that. If you want 9 of Nimbleism in your deck, you're able to do that because you can play 3 of each. So we'll have to see how deck building works out. It's going to be a little bit of extra challenge compared to some of the previous games that we might have played. All right, so here's another common. Here's another common. And now I'm expecting, nope, one more common. And now I think we're gonna be moving, nope, another common, wow. Just keep going. All right. Another common. And another common. Let's see if I missed anything. All right, so common, common, token, common, common, common. Oh, there's a rare, and there's a rare. I don't know how I passed through those, but all right, so we got 2 rares in that pack. No super rare, no mythic, but there they are. Sort those out. All right, let's get into the next pack. I'll probably speed this up a little bit. All right, we got our double-sided token here. Alright, our first rare, that is Energy Potion. Our second rare, Flick Flack. And now we have a foil route with an S on it. I am not exactly sure what S means. It makes me think it might be a starter deck card. But that is the one rarity type that I am not too familiar with. So put that there. Right, common, 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 common. Okay. The game is made for limited and sealed play. This right here is Reinar. This is considered to be a young hero. You'll see the young like notation there. When you play a constructed game, you play with the full hero, their adult version. They have 40 health instead of 20, and that's how you'll play a constructed game. But if you're playing a sealed deck or a draft, you play these young heroes because you'll have smaller decks, less powerful decks. So I think working through 40 damage would just be a lot harder. The games would drag on. So they created these young heroes. And then this is Bravo, another young hero on the other side. So that's a neat little design decision that they made. All right. Here's another rare, Blessing of Deliverance. And Barraging Beatdown, a brute action. All right, and we got another foil common. Savage Feast. And all right, we have a mythic here, Majestic, I'm sorry. Alpha Rampage. So this is one of the cards that's 1 in 12. A Rhinar specialization means that you can only play this card if Rhinar is your hero. Now, as an additional cost to play this, you have to discard a random card, and then it intimidates. From my memory, intimidate means that your opponent is going to take a card that's currently in their hand, and then they have to essentially like discard it out of the way for the rest of this turn. They get to pick it back up when they go on to their turn, but it just gives them less defensive options, and it's got a very big attack at 9. So that's a neat card to come across. And then we have another foil common. Put that there. Finish out the pack with our commons. Right, our rare, Snatch. And then another rare, Savage Feast. I think we saw that one earlier. And we got another foil common. Energy Potion, Warrior's Valor, and Savage Swing common foil. All right, I don't know if I'm seeing any equipments in here. Oh, there we go. That's all right. So the equipments are just listed as a common, All right, so we have an other barraging beatdown. And, well, that's interesting. We have an other of the same exact Majestic. Well, it's certainly good for deck building purposes. I guess I'll have a pretty good brute deck. But I'm not sure if that was the same exact combination of cards. Well, here we got an extra rare in foil, Blackout Kick. So that's fun to get. All right, there's an Adult Hero along with a weapon. Alright, Fluster Fist, a ninja action. And another S. Wait, S, super rare. No, of course. I guess I messed that up earlier. So that is the Hurricane Technique. So this says combo. If Rising Knee Thrust was the last attack this combat chain, Hurricane Technique gains +1, go again, and if Hurricane Technique hits, put it into your hand. So this seems pretty powerful. Some of the cards along the chain like check back to see if you previously used another card, so you're going to want a good amount of Hurricane Techniques in your deck if you plan on using this. Go again gives you an extra turn, which is really, really useful because you only really get one action per turn, and you need go again to continue to chain stuff together, and putting the attack back into your hand seems really, really good. All right, and we have a foil common. The cards feel good, really nice quality, so that's always good to see for a new card game. Young Katsu. Alright. Seems pretty basic. Sigil of Solace, just gain 2 life. And another Fluster Fist. And a Barraging Brawnhide foil common. Ooh. Alright, well, I didn't see a token in this one, so we'll see if that means anything. Alright, we have Disable. We have Barraging Beatdown. We have a Sink Below common foil. And okay. So this is a token that's used if you didn't draft enough cards or have enough cards in your sealed deck to fill out your deck. You don't want to have to use this card, but it has the Flesh and Blood back on it because it actually goes into your play deck and basically just pitches for two energies so that you can use that to play your other spells, but hopefully you won't be using too many of those. Steel Blade Shunt. Last Ditch Effort. This is another super rare. So when you play Last Ditch Effort, if you have no cards in your deck, it gains +4 and go again. It costs 3 to play. Alright, so you can run out of cards in this game. I'm fairly certain that happens after some pretty long, intense games. And this card becomes very powerful at that point. So it's an interesting card. Alright, and we got a foil super rare. Forged for War. So this has go again automatically. While Forged for War is in the arena, equipment you control gain +1 defense. At the beginning of your action phase, destroy Forged for War. So seems like a very, very powerful defensive card. So pretty neat. All right, so put that there. Run through these commons. And I hope you guys are getting a good enough view of all of those and able to pause the video if you want to read any of them. Okay. Time Snap Potion. Another Disable. And a Barraging Brawnhide foil. Seen that a couple times. Drone of Brutality, Flick Flack, and foil common Cartilage Crush. Right, Overpower as a rare. Reckless Swing as a super rare. As an additional cost to play Reckless Swing, discard a random card. A lot of the Brute, cards do that. If the discarded card has 6 or more power, that's another thing that the Brute cards check on, deal 2 damage to the attacking hero. So it's a 4 defense card that can actually still deal damage to an opponent. So that's a pretty neat tool to have. I don't think there's too many cards like that in the game. And now we have a foil Disable. I'm going to check real quick for us here in a moment to see how many of the super rares we've pulled. I've been keeping track of the Majestics. We have 2. So that's a super. All right, so we have 2 supers pulled and 2 Majestics, but in our foils, that's a super. That's a super as well. So we have 2 supers in there. So that's like a great way to get some of these extra. That's a great way to get some of these extra rare cards is through those premium card slots. If you're only going to get 4 super rares in a box otherwise. We'll just have to see how common that is, that you get those types of cards. Alright, another Flusterfest. A Steel Blade Shunt. And we got a Flick Flack foil. That's a foil rare. Snatch and Breakneck Battery. And alright, so here is our, they call it a cold foil. This is our foil equipment, which I think means that we're not going to get a legendary in this box, but it says instant destroy Hope Merchant's Hood, shuffle any number of cards from your hand into your deck, then draw that many cards. So that's kind of neat. Alright, so we'll put that there. Potion of Strength, Blackout Kick, and another foil common. Flick Flack, Warrior's Valor, and a foil common, Stonewall Confidence. Flick Flack, Overpower, and a foil common, Crush Confidence. And another Crush Confidence right behind it. And another Crush Confidence right behind that. Breakneck Battery Rare, and a super rare Singing Steel Blade. So this is Dorinthia's specialization, so you can only use it with her. The target weapon attack gains +1, and I'm pretty sure that that particular character is, relies very heavily on their weapon. So reprise. If the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand this chain link, search your deck for an attack reaction card. Banish it face up, then shuffle your deck. You may play it this chain link. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Foil common. Alright, we're getting to the end of the box here. Only 4 packs left, including this one. Drone of Brutality, Staunch Response, and a Warrior's Valor rare foil. Drone of Brutality, Flick Flack, Flock of the Featherwalkers, foil common. Alright, let's zip through these. I know these videos can tend to run a little long just from watching them myself. I hope you guys are sticking it out with me here for these final 2 packs. And we'll wrap up pretty quickly once we're through them. Savage Feast. Here is another super rare. It's Route. Target weapon gains +3 attack. For prize, if the defending hero has defended with a card from their hand, this chain link, you may return target non-equipment defending card to its owner's hand. All right, so you can kind of knock out some of their defense. Seems like a pretty powerful effect. And then we have Crush Confidence is another foil common. And our last pack. Oop. There's the bauble. All right, Staunch Response, rare. Steelblade Shunt. And Iron Song Response, foil common. All right, so the even though it's a new game and a new company, there was perfect distribution, exactly as they said it would be on their website. So it didn't seem like there were any errors with the print, at least this box. So that's a great sign. Thank you for sticking with me. I'm gonna have more Flesh and Blood content for you, gameplay, strategy, etc. Definitely check out their website, fabtcg.com, and get your local game store involved. And thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.